Hello, 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 everyone. Risers and prosperity builders, good night, good night. This is your hostess, Cindy Placid, and I welcome you to Poetry and Perspective with Placid. You know, as I said, and I've been advertising for the past couple of weeks, about 2 3 weeks. I'm having an amazing guest with me, who is a Saint Lucian. Um, what are you doing? Graphic designer, and he has a story to tell, and he's going to inspire you about how he came from one place to the place where he is now. And but before we talk to this gentleman, I will just let everybody know a little bit about the show, like I always do. My name is Cindy Placid. I am from the beautiful Caribbean island of St. Lucia. St. Lucie sa ka pase, tout moun vie fort, kasui, an slawe, soufouye, kanawi, tout partout, mwen ka sete zo, bon souhait. Laboui, Bustagwas, of course, Vieux North, Belleville, Kako, all of the places. I welcome to Poetry and Perspective with Placid. Listen, like I said, I'm from St. Lucia. Thank you so much for joining us. It's always a pleasure to have my guests here, and to always a pleasure to have all of you here to view my live. Like I said, I'm from the beautiful island of St. Lucia. I am a mother of four amazing children. My first son Kyle, who's the first love of my life. My daughter-in-law Aaliyah. My second son Noah, who is um who is 13, and my daughter Isabel, who is now deceased. She is she's now deceased. So these are my four amazing children. Okay, so my 13-year-old son was diagnosed with this autism at the age of 2. So I advocate for autism. I bring awareness to it and let people know, just what it is all about and what they should and shouldn't look for. I also advocate for thanatophoric dysplasia, a rare form of dwarfism. Why? Because my daughter was born with that kind of disorder. Sadly, she passed away at 2 months old. So that's why I advocate for that. Now, I also advocate for mental illness, and it is something that is very prevalent now, and a lot of people don't recognize it. A lot of people, some people are in denial, some people just don't want to deal with it. So I advocate for that. Some people don't even know that they are suffering with mental illness, and because of my own struggles and how deeply disturbed I was with mental illness, I had to be able to be a voice for those who are mentally ill. So this is where I come in with mental illness, and also that, which includes suicide. Yes. So I am an author, a poet, an entrepreneur, and I wrote my first book is called, let me add to the screen. My first book is, this is the name of my show, not this one. My first book is called When Life Stood in Silence, and the reason why I named it that is because of all my struggles. Like I was saying, all my struggles with mental illness, I knew that I had to put my feelings into put my feelings into a book, because I had to write it down, because I was really self-destructing. So I had to put my feelings into on paper, and it's all about grief, trauma, loss, depression. Although it has a little bit of everything, but this is what it is mainly centered about. Okay, so mental the main topic is grief and mental illness. Now, my second book, which is entitled A Mighty Calm, which was just released this year, March this year. This book is a powerful this is a powerful not autobiography, sorry. The first book was an autobiography in poetry, but this book is an uprising from the grief, from the loss, to find yourself, to be empowered, and to motivate yourself and to motivate others. Okay, whether you're looking for to rise in your prosperity, in spirituality, whatever you are going to rise from, um this is what this book is all about. So I often tell people, in my calm, I found my might. So this is what the book is all about. So you can find a copy of my books on my website. www.rise-to-prosperity.com. You can also find my books on barnesandnoble.com, um, amazon.com, and of course my publishing company xlibre.com. Okay, now enough said, guys. Listen, we need to talk to Mr. my guest tonight. So last week we had, I think on Monday we had an amazing show with this young lady called her son was diagnosed with the same thing that my daughter was diagnosed with. Um, he was diagnosed with anatrophic dysplasia, and so I don't know why this thing going back. And so I we had such a it was such an emotional interview. And for those who have not seen that interview, guys, you'll need to go back and watch that interview because it is an amazing interview. It will take you into the world of a tonophorophic dysplasia mother who has had to deal with the loss of a child, to see a child get born and to go through all the hoops to keep that child alive, and then that child passes away. So this was what it was. I found my mic. This was what it was all about. So, but guys, listen, without further ado, one thing I'm going to say this show, I'm gonna cut it really short. I promote people from my country, from I don't not only target people from my country, but from the Caribbean and from all over the world, to bring talent and bring skills and everything else to light. Those little people like us who are trying to get up there. Let people know more about us, especially the St. Lucian community, to know that we have talented people, in from every part in St. Lucia, who are doing amazing things and who are bringing their work, who are going to be able to show their work and let the public know more about us. So that's what I'm about. I'm about promoting people and encouraging people and motivating people, if that makes sense to anybody. Yeah. So on the show, I do not discuss politics or religion. We can talk. There's no problem in talking about, a few scriptures and whatnot, but the in depth of political views and religious beliefs, I don't get into that. I want to keep the show fun, exciting. I want to keep it informative and free of drama. Okay, so that's where I am at with that. So again, good night to everybody. So tonight, let me bring on my guest. The name of my guest is called Tyrone Henry. And Tyrone has a very, very interesting life. He's had a very interesting life. He's had, just name it. And sometimes we see people, we don't understand exactly what they've been through, what is going on in their lives. What are some of the challenges they have faced? What are some of the things they go through to take them from where they were to the point they are in life? And so tonight, my guest Tyrone is going to talk to us about his life, about his journey as a graphic designer, and of course, a CEO of his company. So without further ado, let me bring on my guest Tyrone Henry. Good night, Tyrone.
Good night, Cindy.
It is a pleasure to have you on Poetry and Perspective with Placide.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about yourself, my dear friends. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name's Tyrone Henry, as I guess you know. Um, I would consider myself to be a creative person.
Mm-hmm.
Born in St. Lucia. Grew up in Grand Riviere, Grosile. Went to school from Corinth and then to Lyoness.
Mm-hmm.
And then what else again? I played music when I was growing up. I was a DJ playing a lot of the clubs back home.
Okay.
A lot of them. A lot of some really scary ones too. Yeah.
Okay. Why was it so scary?
Uh, just the environment.
Okay. All right. So you are based in Canada, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what took you from our beautiful island um of St. Lucia to Canada?
Okay. So going back a few years ago, like let's say around 2000, my life was just it wasn't where I really wanted it to have been. You
Mm-hmm.
know, sometimes in life you get mixed up in the wrong things and things happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't really what I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
So for I got this vibe, this vision to create a brand, to create something that can reflect my country, like it can just it's like a signature for my country, like anywhere you would see that brand or that anything pertaining to that brand, it,
Mm-hmm.
it would just tell you St. Lucia
Mm-hmm.
from a distance, no matter how far you are. And
Okay.
I told my mom I'm going to go to Canada and study and learn and understand how branding and how how these things work,
Mm-hmm.
because I was just too old to go to university right now. I didn't have the time for that. No.
Okay. Well, you know what? It's never too old to learn anything.
Oh,
Never.
trust me, I've been studying. I not because I don't go to university, but I study a lot. I attend a lot of
Mm-hmm.
conferences, webinars. I do a lot of
Mm-hmm.
research, and
Mm-hmm.
I partake in a lot of trial software and learn. You
Mm-hmm.
get to know the industry.
Yes, yes.
Mm,
It's a lot of the great ones, they never had a formal education.
there you go.
Yes, because once you have that will and that drive to learn, you are going to put yourself in a position to build your mind and to exceed your expectations, you know?
Oh yeah, you have to have a certain mind. You have to have
Mhm.
a proper mindset.
Yes,
You have to set your goals and stick to your goals. You know, don't just talk your goals. You have to actually work towards your goals. You
exactly.
know,
You know, you have to walk the walk and talk the talk and walk the walk. Is that what they say, right? Exactly, yes.
you got it
So
right.
Tyrone, so before I continue asking you into the in depth of everything, and this show I like to talk about food. So, what is your favorite solution food?
My favorite solution food would be green fig, like green fig and saltfish, like just
Yes,
like
yes,
salad.
I
Like
got a partner.
it's something it's just something we all grow up
Uh-huh.
on. I
Yeah.
also like my bouillon too. Like my soup too. So either
Yes,
or
yes,
either.
yes. Listen, I'm telling you, I like a little bouillon. I like a nice little dumpling and pigtails.
Oh, yeah. Everyone to each his own. Everyone has their choice of meat,
Yeah,
right?
I
Yes,
like
yes,
I like
yeah,
my little fish soup. I like the pumpkin soup.
yeah.
I
There
like
you
oh,
go.
but my favorite by far is the green figs and saltfish. I
Yeah,
would say
it's our thing. It's our culture. It's just just natural.
yes, yes, yes. Yeah. So that is it for me. But you know what? I'm about to make me some dal.
Yeah, Junior
Sensation
Creole.
dal, yes, of a junior Creole, yes.
Yeah.
Kelly Fontina said hi, Tyrone.
Hi, Kelly. Oh, that's
Hi,
family right there. That's
Kelly.
family. Yeah, Kelly's family. Yeah,
Yeah, she is.
yeah.
Great, great person.
Good. Yeah, good
Yes,
lady.
yes. So, I what was your occupation while you were in Saint Lucia? You said you were doing
I DJ'd for a while, and I worked with Killen Wallace for a while.
uh-huh,
My first job actually when I left Hess, I worked with Courts. Courts and Lucia had just come out, and
uh-huh,
I got a job at Courts. I was like maybe 17, 18.
mm-hmm.
I got a job in the electronics department at Courts.
Okay.
And for me, it was, I think all these things kind of like triggered me to the direction of technology and stuff because I was working in the electronics department.
Yes.
And at that time, VCRs and all those things are just coming out, and technology was just coming into play into St. Lucia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. So I worked at Cable and Wireless, but I worked on the field, so I never saw you.
I worked at Corinth.
Oh, you work at Corinth. I have
Yeah.
been to that Corinth branch, but I never saw, well, probably you were inside. So
I'm
I
in the
was
field.
working.
No, I work out in the field.
You did?
Yeah. I worked on the field. I worked in
Hmm.
my zone was
Mm-hmm.
Babono up to Grozile. Yeah.
Okay.
I worked on that side with people like those. There's a whole bunch of us that worked that section. Like it was the best time of my life.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I tell people that too. I tell people that was one of the best times of my life to work with that company, because you out there, you getting to go out and to really see St. Lucia, little places that we never thought of. You then little places that you never thought of, that was in St. Lucia. You get to go into the depths of the little villages and stuff like that and see people. Yeah.
yeah. You see yeah, you see a country, but also you get
Mm,
a chance to get first hand on new technology and stuff, because at that time new technology was coming into play, and
yes.
you get a chance to. The internet was just coming, really pushing out. You understand? People were just getting
Yes.
to know about the internet and stuff.
Yes.
You know.
Amazing. Yeah, that's true. I know I used to do both the cable TV and the telephone. I used to climb the post to do the telephones, and then, when they used to pull, they had those big coaxial cables to do the
Yeah.
cable TV. Yeah, I remember I got into that as well.
Mhm.
Wow. Amazing. So we have some things in common.
Yeah.
I used to work at Indies. I don't know if you used to do at Indies but at one point, but I used to work at Indies
Yeah,
as a
when I played at Indies when what's his name? Jack. What was his name? Jack was the owner.
uh-huh. Yes.
Yeah.
And I worked on when it first opened.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yes.
played back then because
Yeah.
I used to play at Splash first, and then from Splash
Mm,
we would swing by Indies, and whoever's playing just lets you run a few tracks. Back
yes.
then the DJs were really friendly. They would just let you run a few tracks and stuff, but
Yes.
it was good. But you know how it is now. It's changed.
Yes. Hi, Edward Innocent. How are you? That's my our cable and wireless colleague as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember him. He was in the south.
Yeah, the north and the south. I didn't work in the south that much. No.
So how did your the previous experience, I mean, you mentioned it briefly, but elaborate a little bit more. How did your previous the position as cable and wireless influence your business, your current business right now?
Well, in the field that I'm in now, it's more technology field, right? So
Mm-hmm.
when I started working at Cable Wireless, at the time I was working, I was seeing how the internet and everything was running. So that was one of the key things that really excited me. I was like really intrigued to like I want to know more about this thing and how it can be used to run a business or help move a business because it's faster. It's not like
Mm-hmm.
before. You understand? There's
Mm-hmm.
emails. There's everything now. You have to learn a whole new set of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I'm not that young anymore.
Yes, yes, I
Hmm.
understand. So you were a self-taught graphic designer, right? Am I getting
Yeah.
it right? You're
Yeah.
self-taught creative director. How easy or difficult a process that was for you in the beginning versus now? How difficult of a process? Tell us the story behind that.
Okay. So to understand how it is, there's Jiggymax Design is the top company. It's all right.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
under Jiggymax Designs, there's Vestige 758, another small company
Okay.
under it, right? So the way it works, Jiggymax Designs is based more on different services,
Okay.
right? We offer
Yes.
different services from graphic design to how do you say there's so many different things that in the beginning, the thing about in the beginning when I started to learn to do this, I would ask people that I know that
Mm-hmm.
went to school and stuff to help me, and everyone was busy. Everyone was like, nah, they did, everyone, and and it was costly and stuff. So I decided to just study on my own, learn every piece of these softwares that I need to start a business in the creative field.
Mm-hmm.
I studied photography, videography, animation, illustration, just name it. Everything at Adobe, you
Mm-hmm.
know, supplies. I took an interest in it and I studied it for the past 23 years,
Okay.
you know.
Wow.
And with the other brand, Vestige 758, it was a collaboration between me and a friend.
Mm-hmm.
That brand was more or less geared towards a Lucian brand, just pure Saint Lucian brand. You
Mm-hmm.
understand?
Okay.
So
Yes.
that kicked off in 2014 with a blast. It
Okay.
was it was amazing to see the response that we got with that, with that brand.
Okay. So let me ask you about that. But so where did Vest? I know the 758 came from the our area code, our St. Lucia area code, right? So
Yeah.
tell me, where did the vestige came in?
Okay, so the word vestige is it comes from a Latin word which means
Mm-hmm.
a footprint.
Okay.
So
Okay.
when you combine the two, it will be a footprint in 758, a piece of 758. So when you have something from Vestige or whatever, when you're wearing it, you're just wearing a piece of the island, a piece of Saint Lucia, a piece of the culture. You understand? It was just something to just give it a vibe, you know?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
When you told me about, I kept asking myself, why did he choose that name? It's kind of, it's not, it's kind of unique, and I was trying to figure out why did he use that instead of,
Yeah, my
yes.
my 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 partner back then, yeah, he was the one who came up with the idea, and it just really sank in, and I went with it with him. It was really
I
good.
love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Wow. That's amazing. So what are some of the designs that you create? Tell us about some of your I'm going to put some of the designs on there, and then we're going to go into more questioning. Tell us, since we're talking about 758, let me find a design, the Veste 758. Tell us some of the what what are behind the designs. Give me 1 second. I see you have this up here. While I'm looking for this stream, I see you have this up here, which
Mhm.
which really took me back. Tell me about this.
Oh, the set cinq wheat. It's just
Mm-hmm.
it's 758 in Creole with a Creole fabric
Mm-hmm.
design. It was just
Mm-hmm.
an idea I came up with, just something different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was one of
Okay.
my yeah, it was one of my. Sometimes I just get these ideas to just create something, and I just go with it.
Okay.
I launch it on Facebook and I see how the reaction from the crowd, the people,
Mm-hmm.
the crowd response, and then if the response is good, then I put it into the store.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. So I'm gonna ask you about another slide, which I was taken. Let me see. I think I told you that earlier on. I was just really taken aback by that piece. I'm going like, it is just, I mentioned these two to you, right? Tell me about this. I don't, something about this, like it speaks to me. It's like it makes me feel like I am in St. Lucia and there's another whole world in St. Lucia.
Mhm. Okay,
Tell me about it.
so the piece with the heart, it was a design that I wanted to put on a shirt and
Mm-hmm.
place the heart on your heart itself. So when you wear it,
Mm-hmm.
the heart will be on your heart self,
Mm-hmm.
and then whenever anybody sees it, it's like you have love for your country.
Yes.
So that was the idea behind that one. The
Okay.
second one is it's it's a project that I worked on with Adobe.
Mm-hmm.
That was actually the first time I actually won a contest in Adobe was with that project. It was just a tree that just reflects Helen like a woman, just
Mm-hmm.
branching off, but with the solution colors.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was like, oh my gosh, I was there's so many components to this piece.
I think once you're patriotic and you love your country and you're creative, you can do so many things that just,
Yes. Yes, wow. I love it. I love it. I'm loving your designs. I'm going, oh my gosh, I like this and I like this. That's how I kept going. So tell me, when did you open the door of your company, and what were some of the challenges that you faced? The life challenges before you can do that. So I know I asked you about the difficulty, but tell me some of the life challenges that you face, when you first open your doors, and the life challenges that you face in the process of opening your company.
well, the good thing about the type of work that I do, it's all digital, it's all online. So I don't
Mm-hmm.
have to like physically have to like have a building say. You
Mm-hmm.
understand?
Mm-hmm.
But to say when I began this journey, I would say somewhere around 2004.
Mm-hmm.
2004.
Mm-hmm.
And there's, I wouldn't say that there's a few challenges, but like for me, I don't let things stop me. You understand? I've tried, like in the beginning, I reached out to, like, I don't want to be in the political side of it, but I reached out to both of the governments that's present and past, to help me with this project to move it forward. But you know how it is. I didn't really get the response I would have liked to have gotten. So I figured I'll just do it on my own, you know. And I just studied everything I needed to study about that part about it, how to market a business, how to do the financial part of it, the shipping, everything that's needed. I spent time working on it, you know. I can't hear your audio.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I could hear you. It just disappeared. I was like,
I know I don't know, every time around this time and I have to figure it out. Every time around this time my internet, my Wi-Fi just like goes in its own world.
oh, maybe there's the amount of bandwidth in your neighborhood. Maybe I don't know. Everyone's home now.
Yeah.
Could be so many different factors. So who knows?
Yeah. Okay, go ahead. But the question that I was asking, was, I, when did you open your doors, and what are some of the challenges that you face, during that process? So you would tell me about when you started 2002, I think.
2004. I
2004.
started
Okay.
this journey. Yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
been tough. I mean, it's not easy to run a business by yourself. You understand? It takes a lot to run a business,
Mm-hmm.
especially with the way the world is now. So it takes a
Yeah.
lot. But I'm just a go getter, so I don't really look at obstacles or anything's in my way. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
No.
So I still want to hear some of the stories behind the obstacles.
um. Hmm.
I ask very tough questions. I told you this afternoon. I go in depth and talk to people because I want you to be yourself. I want you to open up because I want people to know, about Tyrone. He didn't just. I don't want you to put your personal business out there, but I want them to know about Tyrone. What made the man he is today?
Oh, so if you want to go there, it'll be like I have to go back in time a little bit, and I have to go back, like real back in time. Honestly,
Okay.
um, why did I? To be honest, like why did I get into this business, or why did I? Like I
Mm-hmm.
said before, a certain time in your life, you end up certain in the wrong lifestyle. Let's just say the wrong lifestyle. You just decide that you wanna do something different. You wanna come out of that lifestyle and do something different.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And going back even further, when I was a kid, like when I was a little boy, like I would say seven, between 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, those years, I would sit next to my mom after school because my mom worked at the Voice Printery. She worked in print, and
Mm-hmm.
I used to sit there and watch my mom put fonts and stuff together and put
Mm-hmm.
magazines together, put newspapers together and watch her and all the other people at the Voice do that.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a thrill, as a kid, seeing how one thing can come from one to a next, and then in the end you just see this beautiful magazine or this beautiful newspaper comes out. You
Yes.
understand? So from there, I think I had that passion for the creativity. I think that's where it was. But throughout my life, I guess different obstacles or different things came along the way and blocked it. You
Okay.
know,
Okay.
you
I
know,
got.
maybe when I was in the dark side, maybe that was my calling to go into something that can bring joy and can bring a smile. Like
Mm-hmm.
every time a client buys something from Vestige and they tell me, wow, they love the quality or they love the way it feet, everything, you know,
Mm-hmm.
it makes me feel good. It makes
Yeah.
me feel, that another proud Saint Lucian is gonna wear something that, signifies their country and stuff.
And you know what? I love the passion that you display in your designs. It's almost like the person who is looking at those designs and who's wearing, they can feel what the passion that you put into that work. I look at some of those designs. I'm gonna show some of them right here. um one of my, I think one of my few favorites that I like all of them now, but let me tell you one of those that I like. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love this. I love this. Tell us about
Yeah,
that. I love it.
yeah, design concepts. I do a lot of design concepts, like just ideas that I feel that could really, somebody else can look at it and maybe turn it into an idea also. These are, it says St. Lucia on it right there.
Wow, that is beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put some of those slides, like first concept, then design.
So this was a 3D model that I was working on for a project that I started a long time ago, and I want to actually finish it.
Mm-hmm.
And that was just the 3D concept of what I wanted it to look like. Part of it,
Okay,
in fact. Yeah.
okay, okay.
Yeah. Those are just graphics, carnival. Yeah.
Gozile. That is beautiful. There's Listen right here. Tell
Yeah,
the
that's just a 3D. We working on some 3D designs,
Mhm.
and that was a concept I came up with. You know, instead of waiting for the opportunity, you just create it yourself.
Exactly, exactly. I don't know
Mm.
too much about graphic designing, but I'm going like, I love what I am seeing. I love what I'm seeing. Look at that, people. Look at those bags. Look at those bags.
Hmm.
Oh my gosh, look at those bags.
Those bags now. So
I
those
want
bags was a project that I did a few years ago to
one.
commemorate St. Lucia's 39th independence.
Okay.
Each bag was designed and named after something important to me. So this one is called Helen, which was
Mm-hmm.
named after Helena the West.
Okay.
The second one
Let's see.
is Leti. It was named after a close family member of mine. She passed away from cancer,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
she was the person that gave me the strength to do this project, because I told her about the idea and then she told me go for it, but she didn't have time to see it come through and she had time passed away. So I named the
Mm-hmm.
bag one of the bags after her.
Wow. I
Yeah,
love this. This is beautiful.
yeah,
Happiness is made in St. Lucia.
yeah. So that design, it's a piece of every, like most of everything. Like it has the petals, it has the parrot, it has the beach,
Mm-hmm.
It has, a piece of every little something from Saint Lucia, every little piece of something.
Mm.
Carnival, Creole.
I see that. I see
Yeah,
those. Yeah,
yeah,
I see that. Wow. We've seen that before. This is absolutely gorgeous. Where with the pitons and everything right here.
yeah. That's one of my signature designs. That's one of the most popular vestige design.
Mm-hmm.
That was an idea that my friend Sean came up
Mm-hmm.
with, and we put it together, and it has been one of the best. It is the best selling product. Yeah, that design. Yeah,
Wow. Wow. I'm looking at the shirt that she has on her as well. It's
yeah. That's some of the new stuff that I released this year. Yeah, it's called Lucian leaves. It's just a bunch of leaves in our color, our
okay.
flag color, because it's that's my signature colors. So everything you would see would
Okay.
be black, yellow, blue, and white, some way
Beautiful.
somehow.
Listen, people, Junek Wayol is coming up. I know 4 hours is tomorrow. I wish I had them so they could get some of this.
People wait late. People wait late to order stuff, like, because right now I'm just getting ready to put the Christmas stuff out already. You
Oh
know,
wow,
yeah.
wow. Moi c'est un set lycéen. Wow.
Mhm.
I love those. I was talking about these are some of those that I really loved. Oh my gosh, those shoes. I would wear this any day.
Yeah, those are released this year.
This year?
Yeah,
Okay.
I released those this year.
Look at that.
Yeah.
People, are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? I absolutely am in loving, oh, loving, loving those. Look at the school bag.
Yeah, that's my friend Kathy. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Look at the
Kathy.
school bag.
Yeah.
I remember Kavi. She's supposed to come on the show soon.
Oh yeah, she's been one of my top supporters from the day I began my online store. She I think she has everything from the suitcase to the bags. She has a piece of every vestige product. Yeah.
Where was I?
The brand's
That
been
was
around for a
so
long
bad.
time, man. It's been around for a
Wow.
while.
But yeah, I spoke to her. She's really a beautiful person, really beautiful
Yeah,
person.
she's a wonderful lady. Yeah.
Yes. Look at that. Guys, y'all need to get some of those designs. Y'all need to get some of those designs. Look at the babies. Oh my god. They even got us too. Wow. Oh my gosh. Look at it. I read, I learn, I create. Look at the cup. Mm.
Mhm.
I don't even know what to say again. But this right here, this captured my soul right here. No, no, this one, it captured me. It almost it was a love affair when I first saw it. So what you have there, the Ditekako, oh my gosh, this is amazing. The thing on the side there, stir in some Saint Lucian flavor. Kisaki Lucian flavor.
So it has the kernel mixed with
Mhm,
the cocoa stick, but that is all a 3D model. That's just stuff I've
mhm,
been learning and studying. It's it's
mhm,
all it's all 3D that you'll be created. Everything there is created from scratch.
mhm.
Yeah.
I want to take you back to one of the. I don't know if he was able to put it. Let me find it first. But I think I asked you. Where can tell while I'm looking for this? Tell the audience where we can find your work. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yes.
You
Can you
froze
tell
for a
the
while.
audience? Yeah. Can you tell the audience where we can find your work?
Um, okay, on my website,
Mm-hmm.
Vestige758, www.vestige758.com, and my other business, Jiggymax Designs, www.jiggymaxdesigns.com.
I'm putting it on the screen. And Okay, I'm putting it on the screen for everybody to see. If I don't do it now, I'm going to forget. Okay, so you can find the first one is www.vested758.com, right?
Yeah, that's where you get it. That's where you see all the clothing and stuff.
And the second one is Jiggymax.
Yeah, jiggymaxdesigns.com.
So you'll hear these people, the jiggymaxdesigns.com. If you want any of this, you'll need to contact him ASAP. Tell me how fast these are going off the shelf.
Very fast.
So do you cater for everywhere?
Yeah, right now, yeah, we cater for the UK, the US, the Caribbean, and with the
Mm.
way shipping and everything moves like in less than 2 weeks.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Wow, wow, wow.
it's jiggymaxdesigns.com.
Jiggymax Design. I have it wrong.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you might send them somewhere else in cyberspace.
What's that? I know, right?
Yeah.
You are so serious. What is the up with the seriousness?
Because
You
you
know,
send
looking
people the
at
wrong, you send people the wrong place, and people, how Lucians are already. You don't mess with Lucians. Send them.
Max Designs. I'm correcting it. I'm sorry, people. DSIG.
Yeah.
I'm too not too fast on this typing thing.
I know, eh?
I want them to get it. So tell me if it's jiggymaxdesigns.com, right?
Yeah,
Okay, there we go. Is that correct now?
yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So people, the first one is vestige758.com and then the other one is jiggymaxdesigns.com. Listen, guys, go get his products. You are not going to want to not have one because I'm telling you from what the slides that I've shown there, they are amazing. Now listen, I don't know if you put it on there, but I understand that you have a theme song for
Yeah, we had the Vestige 758 rhythm. That was awesome too. Big up to the producer. Yeah, Megs. That was some good good vibes.
I don't know if you're gonna be able to hear it, but let me see if I can find it. Okay, I have it right there. Let me see. Can you hear it? It's been a long time. I
Big
haven't
up
been
to
to
Alpha.
where right so sweet and everybody like family. It's a long time. I haven't been to a bed like this. People older than you. Can they hate?
Yeah,
Feel like dying ecstasy. Sweat
a lot
dripping
of
like
people know it.
a woman come up to me. Bring it, come. I look, she right. Yeah, jamming now. She don't be shy. She waits when I reply. Bring it, come. She take mine. She take mine. She take mine. She swing on it strut like this, like take mine.
It was a very good. It was a good time when the rhythm and the brand and everything came out. Everything just kind of worked together because it was carnival time and everything. It was launched. The Vestige brand was launched on a carnival time. Before COVID. The winter wool was really nice. You know.
Wow. I love it. I love it. You know, I have never been able to get that going there. To get that going there, but I'm sorry, I'm just gonna put this to charge for me, please. I had never been able to put music to the live.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's exciting for me.
Hmm.
It's
To
exciting for me.
imagine.
Yes. So let me tell you, sweetheart. My question. Let me go back to my questions here. I have a few questions. I have another question for you. So, what are some of the? I know you created 758. I know you created 758, and vested 758, and Jiggy Max is, of course, your big. your big, the word I'm looking for is not coming in my mind now.
Mhm. The umbrella.
I need to, yes, a big umbrella, yes. So what are some of, are there any other projects that you're working on besides those two names? I know you have those two names. What are some of the other brands that you're working on
For myself or for my clients?
for your clients?
Oh man, if I have to go into that, I have so many clients that I'm working on. I just finished a project with a St. Lucian lady who has a travel agency. I have another friend of mine, another St. Lucian girl in Ottawa. She
Mm-hmm.
has uh how you call it, a seasoning and food kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I did some work, graphic design, like magazine covers for Marshall from NGU Clothing, another St. Lucian that's doing good.
Yes. I
Yeah,
had him on my show.
yeah, good guy. Yeah, yeah, good
Yes.
guy.
On my show.
I did some the book cover for Kathy, who's going to be on your show, next week.
Mm-hmm.
I designed a book cover. I did some work for a hair salon company. I rebranded their product line.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and there's so many different clients. I'm just working on a new client there now with bath salts and products. So today was just a busy day doing shoots and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but clients always come in and out. It's impossible for me to tell you all the clients and all the projects. My thing is that I try to help. I try to work with small companies, small business people.
Mm-hmm.
I try to help them get their business going. You understand? Because
Okay.
some people they don't know how to set up a website. They don't know how to do the social media marketing. They don't know how to do the Google,
Mm-hmm.
search engine stuff. They don't know how to read the analytics. They don't know. They just don't know how to do the whole SEO stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So I try to help out as much as I can with especially solution people. My own people.
Yes.
That try to have a small business and they try to move because it's pretty expensive to. It's expensive to set up a business online. It's not cheap. I mean, you can get those free cheap websites and stuff, but you won't be able to generate the traffic and do the stuff that you will need.
Yeah, and that's, I think that's one of that has been one of my problems with that, is just, yes, I am with this company, but at the same time the traffic, I'm not getting the traffic that I want for my business.
Yeah, because I mean, it's not just having a website. Yeah, you can anybody can build a website. You can go on Wix on one of those free stuff and do a
Mm-hmm.
cheap website, and yeah, you have a website. But
Mm-hmm.
in the back end, what are you doing to generate traffic? How are you getting people to come to visit your website? How are you getting people to know you?
Yes.
What are you doing? You know?
Wow. Let me say good night to some of our guests. We have Facebook user. I don't know the name, but she said hello, good night. I want to
Like,
say hello to Luan, Asia, James Steven. Good night, sweetheart. She
good
said
night,
hello,
Luan.
Tyrone Jiggymax.
Hey, Luan.
Yes. Justin, of course, Edward and Kelly. So everybody's saying good night and hello. Yes. So what is next for you, Tyrone?
Well, like I said, I had a project that I started off a few years ago, but then there was certain personal stuff in my life at that time, so I took a break from that project. But I would really like to finish a perfume project.
Mm-hmm.
I put in a lot of time and effort into that project, and I really would like to get that project going and create a perfume that anywhere you go and you see that perfume, just the bottle, the way it looks, the appearance, from a
Yes.
mile, you'll know that's a St. Lucian. It belongs to St. Lucia. It's something you'll want to have on your dresser, not just for the
Wow.
looks, but the smell. You know.
Ah,
So I started this project a while back, but I'm thinking it's time that I really, because we're not here for a long time, right? I
exactly.
I want to do some stuff and leave some stuff behind, that people can have a memory of.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
Tyrone, what? What drives you? What moves you? What wakes when you wake up, whatever time you wake up in the morning, what moves that gives you that driving force to do more?
The smile I see on my client's face at the end of a project, the feedback I get from them, you know, that that gives me that strength. It gives me that vibe. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I put a lot of effort and stuff into whatever I do for my clients.
Mm-hmm.
I like to go above and beyond. My family always tells me that I go above and beyond for people to a point where sometimes, what I charge them is it's I have to end up putting more into the project,
Okay.
because you know you try to help everybody because like I said, I mean, I didn't go to university to do what I'm doing. I just
Mm-hmm.
spent the last 23 years studying and trying to get good at something.
You are
And
self-taught.
yeah, and with that, something I can give back to my country. So like, it's something to make me feel proud that I'm doing for my country.
Yes,
You know,
and as St. Lucians, we have that desire. We have that, it's almost like a fire burning in us to give back to our little island, to give back to our St. Lucian people. And I always tell people, when I started this show, it wasn't about me. I paid attention to a lot of things. I want to give. I didn't. I wanted to give back, and if that was my way of giving back, just to promote every single little person that was coming up and building themselves up in whatever endeavors they are doing, I want to give back. And I always tell people, if you can give back, yes, I'm back. Yeah.
yeah, you froze again.
I know, like I have to go to Antarctica and just.
I know.
Yes.
Oh, my
So
sister is on there, Louise.
yes,
Good night,
yeah,
Louise.
Louis. She said, "Hello, brother. How are
Yeah,
you?" Say hello to brother. I'm putting a
yep.
comment over there. Yes, I'm freezing. I'm freezing. People, I must be in Antarctica or something, somewhere in the North Pole. I'm freezing.
Mm. But you
Yes.
see, that the thing is also that as a kid growing up, I used to look at all the souvenirs and all the stuff that people
Mhm.
would have, to give or
Mhm.
send for someone when they're overseas and stuff. And it was always the same thing. Like there was never nothing that would, you know, really give you a vibe back then.
Mhm.
And I looked at that and I said, you know what? I'm gonna create bags, shoes, scarves, jackets,
Mhm.
everything that someone can, access or have as a Saint Lucian. You know?
Mhm.
Yeah, those were released this year. Those were the
Mhm.
summer. Those were the summer guys. Yeah.
Wow. Good night to CMRC Claudes. CMRC Claude said, "Hi, Tyrone. Hi, Cindy." So we saying hello to you. And Dishiko, good night. Andrina,
ICMRC.
Andrina Placid, good night. Who else do we have here? Okay, yes. Aluz Francois is watching as well. So I'm saying hello to our guests. Silver Mike Marshall said, blessings.
Big up, Marshall.
Yes. So let's look at some of this, guys. I mean, I am just in love with these designs. It is so different. It is so unique. And every single design has the colors of the flag in it. Every one of them. You see, like Marshall's design has the madras in there. Yours have the colors of the flag in there, and I find that is just bringing our culture and who we are as a people to light.
Oh yeah. I mean, most times when people ask me, like people as non-Saint Lucians, they ask me about the colors. Then now I have to explain to them. So that's my way of introducing my country to them. So
Yes,
they
yes,
they learn more about my country and my culture.
yes. Pigeon Island. Look at that. Island vibes. This is amazing. This is amazing. I'm showing his designs, your Lucian vibes. What? Oh, wow, that's music. I was about to
Mm.
ask you about this. This on the left side. Oh my gosh, Explain.
You breaking up. You broke up a little bit. I didn't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Explain the one on the left hand side to us, please. Explain.
The island vibes.
Hmm.
Island vibes is just it was a concept I had to for like a book design. It was just a concept design
Hmm.
of women of women home that have
Hmm.
to walk, like they walk a lot from the day. So I just was just trying to mimic something like that in the form of a book
Hmm.
cover. Yeah.
Wow. What does the eye in the sky stand for?
Just I like I just put the eye just like an eye opener, an eye opener. I just put it. Sometimes as a designer, you just copy something, and you know,
Yes.
like I said, it was just a concept design. It wasn't for a client or anything. It was just a personal
Yes.
concept
I
thing. I was just trying stuff.
I see even in the water is if you look well, guys, at the bottom, the water, right? This one, it has the colors of the flag. Oh, I went back. It has the colors of the flag in the water.
Yeah, it's a reflect. I have to reflect it. So
Oh
from the
my
sun,
gosh,
like a normal painting, you'd have to reflect whatever the sunlight is coming from. It'll reflect in front of it.
that is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Mhm. That was
Castries.
another design concept. It was a shoe with the Castries waterfront on the side
Yes.
of it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Guys, you're seeing this? I'll
It's
show
your
you this one
favorite.
already. You're seeing this? Oh my gosh. I'm going through them again because I am in awe of these designs. I am in awe. Look at those bags. I want one. Oh,
Hmm. You're missing a bag, eh? My mom. There's one
Y-
bag named after my mom.
yes, I am. I'm trying to find it. I think sometimes he was loading them up, but I don't
Mhm.
think it loaded up properly. Of course, as always, there's something going on with my
Yeah,
devices. Yeah, but the one like this name after you said. Let me go back to the bags because I didn't see it. This is Latia. Your mom's name was what?
Joycey.
Mm-hmm. I don't see that design here, but tell us about Joycey.
But that was named after my mom. That bag
Mm,
was named after her. Like it was
mm,
it was for her.
mm.
Yeah,
I
because
don't
of
have it on right now. I was trying to get it, but it's not there.
yeah.
Yeah.
It would be in the collection of the three. Because only three bags I designed that year.
This is, I'm gonna have to get this right. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah, Tyrone is so talented. He is so talented. Oh my gosh, everybody's saying you are so talented. What was this, Tyrone? I was trying to figure it out. What was
Which
this?
one? The paint or
The
the
other one
rope?
that says the rope, yeah.
Yeah, it was just a blending of two different ropes. It was just a blend.
Mm.
I was just messing with ropes. Yeah.
You know, I'm so silly. I'm gonna. Does that look like a worm or something?
No, no, no. It was just no. When you're a creative person, you always, working on
When I
different
saw
things.
this, so let me tell you before you go on. When I saw this, let me tell you what I thought. I thought, be careful. I thought, okay, the solution colors and it's a worm and we worming our way into your heart.
No, no, no. That was just
That's what I thought.
it was just a normal design. No.
Okay, okay. Dawn Paul said, she sent a heart and a love. Yes, and a thank you, whatever. I don't know what that is. I can't see nothing. A heart and a sign like this. So let me put
Yeah,
it on
heart
for
and her
you.
blessings.
Yes, yes, yeah. There it is. I
Yeah.
put you on screen now, Dawn. Look at this. Look at this, people. Look at this.
Hmm.
Luan said, "Where can I order?"
Mostly all the stuff are on the website, on the Vestige 758 website. That's where all the clothing are.
I'm gonna put it on there for you to see. So okay, I had it on there,
Yeah.
Vestis 758. Okay,
The bags were like it was designed only for that period, that independence anniversary.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
there were only 38 bags that were designed and made just to commemorate the independence. I didn't go back and make any more after it. Like every independence, I try to bring out something different, something new.
Yes.
You
Okay,
understand?
okay.
So that's why I'm trying, like I said, I want to try and get the perfume out to see if we can get for independence or something, you
Yeah.
know?
And from the looks of it, your creative brain is always working. Oh my gosh, I'm going like this is a lot. I was trying to get the perfume one day, but I don't think we are able to get on there. But this is so much. It is just, and it is all inspiring to think that, listen, guys, tell me. 758, we got some seriously talented folks.
Oh yeah, there's lots of, yeah, for the past couple years that I've been, working on social media and moving around social media, I've seen so many talented people from my country, moving up from the music to the designers to
Mm-hmm.
the creative people. There's so many. But the thing is that some of them just not they're not getting the right avenues. They're not trying to, utilize, social media to its full extent. You understand? Because it's one thing to have a design or have something and just keep it to
Mm-hmm.
yourself. You have to be
Mm-hmm.
able to show the world and show people what you can do. You can't hide your talent.
No, you can't.
No,
You
you have
can't
to
hide
you
your
have to
gift.
be able to show. Yeah,
You
you have
can't
to
hide your
show.
gift. You can hide your talent.
No, it,
And
it doesn't make any sense.
I always say, it takes one person to be able to lead you to the other person. I never knew you before that, although you used to work at Cable and Wireless. But I was looking
So
for
in two
people.
different zones.
Yes, and then, but when I recognize, once I see my St. Lucian people, I reach out to them. You understand? I
Mhm.
reach out to them because I want other people to know about us. And I don't have just only friends, like all of us, we don't have friends, just St. Lucian friends. We have friends from all over. So I want the people that I know that are in my circle to know more about our St. Lucian talent and what we have to offer.
Yeah, but you see, the thing is that there's a lot of people home. The problem I think a lot of my people home have is that they like to depend on the government for, they wait for government to help them,
Mm-hmm.
instead of trying to just do it on your own, you know
Mm-hmm.
learn and understand how the market works, learn how online business works. The
Mm-hmm.
resources are there. The same way you could go on your phone and chit chat all day long, you could go on there and learn something. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Learn about marketing, learn about this, learn something. And then now the skills and talents that you have now, you could start your own business.
Yes.
you know
I tell people the thing I'm doing right now, I had no idea what I was doing. I just decided one day I'm gonna do a talk, get on there and talk. Invite people and get on there and talk. Even if I didn't know what I was talking about. And I find pleasure. I find so much satisfaction in just every week that I have somebody from the islands, somebody telling about their book or telling about their designs or telling about something they're embarking on. I love that because it shows, like you were saying, no matter whether or not you have a formal whether or not you have a formal I said degree or whatnot, as long as you have breath in this life, you have a chance to be able to improve yourself. You understand? To be able to improve on whatever you want to improve on and to be able to go for your goals and your dreams. And that's what a lot of us come from nothing. We come from nothing, but when you have a determined mind and you decide this is what I'm going to do, no matter what noise is out there, you cannot let that noise distract you from your goal. You can't.
True.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. You have to
yes.
stay focused, and that's something I tell people every day. Like, most times on my Facebook thing is always tell people just try to stay focused, because there's a lot of stuff that can sidetrack you and just take you off your goal and your dreams. There are a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people out there when you tell them about your dreams or your goals, they just laugh. They don't see it. But what the Most High has written for you is already written for you. It's your journey. You know,
Mm-hmm.
my thing is that
Sure.
you know I would like to see, like, in the prison system in St. Lucia, I would like
Mm-hmm.
to see some way that they can bring in more creative stuff into the prison, in terms of graphic design, in terms of video productions, in terms of different things, to be able to teach some of the inmates, stuff, so that when they come out from there, it's already tough. When you come from prison, you can't really get a job because you already have a prison record, right? But
Mm-hmm.
if you have a talent or skill that's in demand right now in this era, you can survive, because
Yes.
a lot of people work online. The majority of the world works online right now.
Yes. A lot of people are getting away from we do need people in jobs, you understand, but there are a lot of people who are getting away from corporate jobs to start businesses because a lot of people are finding they don't have time for themselves, they don't have time for their families, they are not in control of their own lives, they're controlled by that job that they have. And it's okay for people to have a job, but at the same time, once you have that vision and you have that goal and say, okay, this is what I want to do, then the minute you know what you want for yourself, then that job is not going to be what you're going to be able to sit in because you're going to be miserable.
Oh yeah,
You're going to be miserable.
the
I know
best
from the
job is
very beginning that I did not want to sit in a job. I want
everyone's
to, I want,
different. I mean, for the in the creative industry, it's nice to sit in a like in an environment where there's a lot of creative people working together on
mm-hmm,
projects. It's different. The
yes,
experience is way better than just sitting at home by yourself sometimes. But
mm-hmm,
it's better when you have a team. And I always believe in teamwork. I always believe in
yes, yes.
collaboration and working together for the people. It's more.
Mhm.
It
You
has a
achieve
better
more.
vibe.
You
Yeah,
achieve more when you work as a team, when you
yeah,
collaborate with people. And that's
yeah.
why everybody that comes on here, I try to I have my little own brand too. I'm working on I have my candles, Cindy's Alluring Scents, which I'm working on really hard to perfect, and I have my little, I'm trying to do other little things, to get me up there. And sometimes I always ask people what's the biggest challenge, but for me, the biggest challenge for me is to be able to have the startup cost, to do what I want to do. So I start little by little, if I by little by today, so I'm hoping that, with that, I'll be able to do more and, be, what's the word I want to use? Help me now. The brain just like, but I want to be able to expand, yeah, to be able to expand my business, and to reach more people. Yeah. But I think that's the biggest thing for me, and I think for a lot of people is the startup cost, and I am not depending on anybody to make that for
Sorry.
myself.
Yeah,
Excuse you.
yeah.
I'm not, and yeah, I'm not depending on anybody to make that for myself. So what was it for you financially starting up your business?
Um, Starting up an online, well, depends on which one of the businesses you're talking about. Is it vestige
Jiggymax,
or
Jiggymax.
uh, financially? It's setting up an online business, because basically Jiggymax Designs, we deal with website building, we deal
Mm-hmm.
with branding,
Mm-hmm.
we deal with social media content,
Mm-hmm.
we deal with internet security.
Mm-hmm.
So that in itself is just more or less different software and different stuff. But to say financially, it's not really how would I say, the cost is not that much starting up. Let's just say it doesn't cost a lot. You just have to
Mm-hmm.
know how you're setting up your online business, and what it is
Yeah.
that you're working towards.
Okay.
You know.
Silver Mike, I will take you up on that offer. He said, I'll invest you for 10% royalty. Yeah, we will have to talk. We have
Yeah,
to talk.
Michael, he's a very successful business guy. He's someone I actually look up to. I respect him, and just seeing where he came from and where he's been to. Yeah, I respect that kid a lot, man.
Let me tell you, that man is, a lot of people have come on my show. But when I got off that show, after I got off the show, I got on the phone with him. And then when I got off the phone with him, I literally had to put my life in perspective again. Yes, I did. I had to, because I'm going like, because I went to school. We grew up in the same area because my family, my father's family is from Grace Viewfort, and that's where he grew up. So I saw Marshall growing up. I saw him. So when I had that interview with him, I mean, he impacted me so much. I talk about him every day, because to know where he came from and to see where he is today. And I'm not saying in a short space of time, that is something anybody can use as a inspiration to empower themselves, to know that, no matter where I am now, I could always get to where I'm going, with this kind of examples and this kind of inspiration.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, he
amazing.
has a good vibe with him, man. He's pretty
Yes.
good.
And I'm taking pointers from all of you. Like, I had this Jamila Silis on the show, and she was never written before. And it's it's amazing how the experiences we've had in our lives push us to do the things that we want to do. Yes, we may not have what everybody that, like I always tell people, I have one of my poems that says that not all of us are born with a golden spoon, okay?
True.
But most of us were born with nothing. But to see the little people like us who are driven, who are career oriented and focused on getting that to that goal, and not to be staying in the gutter or to be in the same position where people before us were. You understand? People who just stayed the same place. It is amazing and it is so inspiring. And I'm asking you all, anybody who is achieving good things, let them come on the show, refer them to me. I want people to know about people like us. I do. And I'm saying this with so much passion. You
Hmm.
just can't see my feet, but my feet are trembling. Okay. I'm saying this with so much passion because we have so much to offer. We have so
Yeah.
much to offer. And I believe that people can see that in us.
Oh yeah, we
Mhm.
have a lot of talent in St. Lucia. I mean, I've seen over the years. I've seen a lot of these guys I saw from the beginning when they just started off to where they are now, and it's amazing to see.
Mhm.
A lot of people like there was this kid, Kidel Sonny. I used to
Mhm.
watch this kid from when he started off, and to see where he is now is like just amazed to see his journey. Also.
Mhm.
But we have a
Yes.
lot of talent, women. It's just that a lot of the kids don't get a chance. A lot of people don't get a chance like others to maybe go overseas and try to pursue, push it
Mhm.
more. You understand? Get
Yes.
access to more stuff.
Mhm. And
That's the
that
problem we have.
and that's where we come in as those who are already here to be able to see. I think that I have so many ideas in my mind. Sometimes I'm going like, okay, Cindy, you got to hold bricks.
Yeah, too many
Because
ideas is not good all the time.
I know, yes,
You have
that's
to
how I
kind
just
of
hold
focus
a
on
brick. Yes,
you got to
yes.
focus.
Yes, yes. So I usually, what I have, I put what I have in my mind, I put it on paper and put it somewhere and focus on those that I'm working on now, because if not, you gonna get sidetracked. And I have gotten sidetracked. I'm
Yeah.
like, City, come back.
Yeah, you do get sidetracked. I mean, like I said earlier on, like with my perfume project, I got sidetracked, and it kind of, it was a very passionate project for me. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And I got sidetracked due to personal reasons. But I
Mm-hmm.
said to myself, I have to finish this. It was a goal that I had already set. I
Mm-hmm.
set off other few goals, and they came through, and but this one I really want to see it come through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know you're gonna do amazing things. When I get quiet like that, I start to get emotional. So
Yeah,
I
well,
just
it's been a long journey. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that I have to be really thankful and grateful for. That really helped me along this journey. There are a lot of people that came into my life and they really made a change. Those who taught me, you know, about the business and about different things. I get to meet so many different people. You know, but Like I said, it's a process. I mean, after me, there will still be someone else doing Saint Lucian stuff. For
Yeah.
now, I just like that I kept it. I kept my design strictly Lucians. Something Lucian with it.
Yes.
I didn't
Yes.
go outside that box. I took a risk and I just stayed inside that box and just said, you
Yes.
know what, I can expand from inside that box. You understand?
Um,
I just have
Amazing.
to know how to use all the walls on that box. No? Yeah.
Dawn Paul said, I would have put it on the screen for you all to see. Donna Paul. This is what she said. Shark Tank style. I love that. That means you going places, okay? Yeah, that is very nice. So I know we went over our time, but it's just been a pleasure just looking at your designs and seeing where you I don't know your full story. I wanted to get a little tidbit, but I'm not gonna push it, okay?
Yeah, well, like I said,
Uh-huh.
my life was just I grew up, I maybe, I worked a while and then I kind of got sidetracked with just, life itself.
Mm-hmm,
And
mm-hmm.
then I just checked myself and then I said, you know what? I think there's something better I can do with my life. And I
Yes.
just focused on that. And then
Mm-hmm.
I just went full 100 with that.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? I went
Yeah.
full 100 with it, you know?
And that's the thing. When you decide to do something, it's either you go at it full force, or you don't start at all, because it won't make any sense for you to start something and you can't finish it.
Exactly. You just have to believe in yourself too.
Yeah.
You have to believe in your dream and believe in your goals. Because like I
Yes.
said, there are people that will come and just break your vibe. They will just tell you, nah, that ain't making sense. That
Mm-hmm.
what you doing there? Like
Mm-hmm.
when I first started doing graphics and thing, guys would be like, oh, that is woman thing, that them computer thing is for girls. And I'm like, yo, that's your perspective. That's not mine, you understand?
Yeah.
I know what I want in life and I know where I want to reach in life and what I want to do. So I set my goals and my goal was to create a brand that just says
Mm-hmm.
Saint Lucia. It just talks. No
Yes.
matter how you see it,
Yes.
anywhere you see it. Because I've been to the mall sometimes and I pass through some high end stores and I see some stuff that just has those four colors. It has nothing to do with Saint Lucia. But I just take a step
Mm-hmm.
back and be like, whoa, is that Lucian? And then nah, it's a Michael Kors that just had
Yes.
a blue, white, black, and yellow thing
Yellow. Yes.
that looked Saint Lucian, but it just caught my attention.
Yes.
So that's where I
Sharon.
came up with
Yeah.
the idea,
Go
you
ahead.
know.
That's good. That's good. Sharon Moore says lots of people just need a start with financial help to go forward with their dream as goals. And she mentioned sponsorship. So, do you think that some of the things that we need to be able to, we need a lot of people need sponsorship to, maybe start up a little bit?
Well, first of all, it depends on the type of business you want to start up and what it is you want to do. You have to analyze your whole business, put the whole project together, and see what it's going to cost you. How
Mm-hmm.
your return on investment. You have to know what you're doing. It's not just saying, well, oh, I want to open up a shop, I want to do this. You have to
Mm-hmm.
understand the knickknacks of business. There's so much
Mm-hmm.
to learn, you know. But you have to
Yes.
start somewhere.
Yes.
Someone has
Yes.
to see your work. Someone has to see your work and see what you can do, and then
Yes.
they invest in you. That's someone saw my work, and then that's how they came on board with me, and I was able to create Vested 758 because they saw what I was capable of doing. I did.
Yes.
So you
Yes.
have to try and find a way to push yourself out there, show your work, show what you
Mm-hmm.
can do, and then someone might just help you, or you might just get the break that you want.
Yes.
It's a
You
lot of
know,
you just have to be strong. You can't just give up.
yes.
You can't.
No, you can't. And that's a lot of problem with a lot of people. They start something and it's things are not going the way they wanted to, and oh, they're throwing the towel. You understand? But nothing in life, no success comes easy. You
No,
have to work at it. You have to put in. Sometimes you're gonna cry and you're gonna mourn. You say, "I want to give up," but then when you give up, that means you have failed. You have
exactly. You
failed
can
yourself.
you cannot, especially, I mean, if you have if that's what you want to do, you cannot just give up on it. You have to be
Hmm.
you have to be consistent. You have to just stick to it and stay focused. Like the same way when I started taking part in contests, Adobe contests, I was like, wow, every time I submit I spend hours working on a design. When I submit
Hmm.
that, I didn't get through. You didn't get through. You didn't
Hmm.
make it in the top 10. Then after a while, I started looking at why wasn't I making it into the top 10, in the
Hmm.
Adobe, contests and stuff. And I started looking at the other people, what they were presenting and how they were presenting their stuff. So it made me go back to the drawing board and,
Hmm.
stuff until eventually I won, and I won it for St. Lucian Design, the same one you said you like to see.
Awesome.
That was the featured
Hmm.
design
Yes.
on the Adobe stuff. So it just taught me that
Wow.
you just cannot give up.
Wow.
You have to keep trying. You know, I still have goals that I want to accomplish.
Yeah.
So I can't give up now. I'm just gonna continue doing my
Yes.
solution
And sometimes
design.
when, and sometimes Yeah, and sometimes when one thing don't work, you have to, like you said, go back to the board and reevaluate. I'm telling you, when I started to make my candles, I haven't shown my candles yet, but when I started to make my candles, I was so excited. I went on YouTube and I was watching all those videos, video after video. I falling asleep with my phone in my hand watching video, and I felt okay. I knew it, but when I made my first candle, that I'm gonna like, I can't sell that to people.
You have
I
to
can't
believe
sell
in
that to
your
people.
you
Yes.
have to believe in
So
your
I,
product, and it's up to you. I mean,
yes.
if you put the time into it, you put all that time and effort into creating a candle, you
Yeah.
should be able to sell it because you put a lot into it. You have to have a
So
story behind it.
yeah, so what I'm trying to say is this: I had to go back to the drawing board. You understand? I had to listen. I had to go and learn the kind of wicks that I need to use to the kind of wax. It is a science behind it. And I
Oh
think I'm
yeah.
getting it good. I'm mastering my work right now, and it's so exciting because I did not give up and say, okay, people did not buy my candles, people did not like the scent and whatnot, so I'm just gonna go ahead and give up. But I said, okay, Cindy's gonna get this, and I will, anything I put my mind to, I will do it. Anything the mind can perceive, guess what? I will achieve it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yes, and so I'm going
That's
like
the
right
motto.
now. It's working really good, and so I'm just about to just really get it out there and do what I gotta do to promote it some more. I wouldn't say I've mastered it, but I am in a place where okay, I'm comfortable that it's going somewhere.
Oh yeah, we never stop learning. I mean, you
Yeah.
continuously learning. I just finished attend a 2-day live webinar conference for
Mm-hmm.
Adobe and graphic designs and the
Mm-hmm.
next generation of stuff that's coming out, and I was able to
Mm-hmm.
get sneak peeks of what's coming. And trust me, my creativity is going to take a next level in the next couple of days. I can tell you that for sure because some of the new
Wow.
things, some of the new stuff and new products I'm going to get a chance to try out and test.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing what I'll be able to create now compared to then. So all I
Yeah.
can say is just look out for some real next level creativity coming soon.
Wow. I
Yeah.
can't wait. I can't wait. Is one of the most rewarding things that, as business, owners and entrepreneurs and whatnot. One of the most rewarding things that when you hear the satisfaction from your customers. And I remember last week Saturday, we were here, there were a few people over here, and this guy that lived next, was it next upstairs from me? And he bought my book about a year ago, and I never asked him. I kept asking him, "Have you read the book?" No, not yet, not yet. But he said he's somebody who has read. He reads a lot, and
Hmm.
he had my book just sitting there. And then he decided to buy it. And he said to me, he said, "Your book." your book. And I'm so excited. What about it? Is it good? Is it bad? Do I have to tell anything about it? And she said, your book is next level. As you said, next level, I said, your book is next level. He said, this is the book that people cannot read in one day. They have to buy it, read, and put it down and meditate on it. And I don't get a lot of feedback from my book. So when I heard that, I'm going like, maybe people are not, I know, so I got a good feedback already. But when I heard that from him, it made me feel like, I did something worthwhile. He told me I spoke to every single person on this earth who's going through something in my book, my first book. And that made me feel so, you know what? It gave me the power. It gave me such empowerment to write another book of that kind.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yes, yes. And that's some of the things that will make us, will give us that drive to continue to put up forth our best effort. Put up, like we said, you never give up. You never give up. um was Isn't that your slogan? What's the name?
Marshall,
Marshall, never give up. That's your brand
never.
name. Never give up. AGU. Well, my slogan is no tap out. It's the same as no. I just didn't want to say no give up, but somebody had never give up. So I said no tap outs.
Hmm.
We don't tap out for anything. Even if life gets hard, we don't tap out.
I
And it
just
takes
I just stay focused, man.
yes, stay
Stay
focused.
focused and
Yes.
stay humble and be
Yes,
blessed.
be humble. And that's one of the things I realized, that all of the people who are brought here, from the Caribbean, from the islands, who have embarked on their own businesses, that our experiences and our road to success has made us humble. It has
Yeah.
humbled us a lot, a lot. And that goes a long way. Listen, guys, I don't want to take so much of your time because we're supposed to have 1 hour. I know you are busy, busy man. You got work to do. But I'm going to tell you guys, listen, this week I'm going to say really quickly because I don't want to leave out anything. This tomorrow, guys, I'm sure Canada is doing the same thing. Tomorrow is Journée Creole. We in Atlanta are celebrating our Journée Creole tomorrow. So for those in Atlanta area, those, close by, come and support us, is gonna be at the Caribbean Connections in Decatur, Georgia. So come and collect us. We have a raffle going on. People get tickets. I have 10 tickets. Even if the drawing is gonna be tomorrow, so you can call me, get your ticket. I can send you the picture. A chance to win a 4-night stay in the Bay Gardens Resort
Hmm.
in St. Lucia. That's the first prize. The second prize is $100. The second prize is a 3-night stay and $100, and the third prize is a gift basket. The drawing will be done tomorrow, so you still have time before the day is over tomorrow to get your tickets. I have 10 tickets. Whoever one ticket gets, the more tickets you buy, the better your chance of winning. Winning, okay? So, guys, listen,
Good marketing.
Tyrone. Yes,
Thank
I'm still
you.
back at it. Was it the show? Listen, it is always a pleasure to meet people like you, and to just to be able to be in presence of people who are reaching for their goals and reaching for their dreams, and to have that drive and that determination to foster change in people with what they are doing. And I see with 758 and the Jiggymax designs, you are bringing change to people. You are bringing change. You setting the stand, the bar high. You setting it right. I
Trying.
don't know. You setting it
Trying.
high, yeah. So thank you so much for being on here. I appreciate you taking out the time. I know it has been a lot. You have had a lot going on. So I appreciate you taking out the time. And I just wanted to say thank you again so much. I love your designs, and
It was a
this is
pleasure.
what I said. This is what I said when I saw the designs. I'm gonna. Where have you been all my life? Yes, so thank you so much for being on here. I just want to say a quick shout out to my sister, adopted sister Angelina. She's not feeling well, and we will need prayers for her. So she's in the
Definitely.
hospital. So yes, so everybody please pray for her, okay?
Yeah.
And yes, mention her by name, Angelina Simpson, okay? She's in the hospital, so please pray for her. And again, thank you so much. Now I always leave with my little slogan. Okay, and there it is. Oh my gosh, I lost it. Okay, so Tyrone, thank you so much. I always say no tap outs. You may
Stay
fail
focused.
yeah, you may stay focused, no tap outs, never give up. Okay, you may fail many times before you can succeed, but guess what? Never ever let anybody who knows how I end this are gonna say it. Never ever let failure be your finality. And here it is. I'm going to put it on the screen. Never ever let failure be your finality. There are no tap outs in life. You may fall many times. Get back up. Like Bless Brown said, as long as you can fall on your back and you can look up, you can get
You
up.
can get up.
Okay. Yeah. So have a good night, everyone. I love all of you. I love my viewers. Thank you so much to the viewers. This wouldn't have been what it is for me if you guys were not tuning in. So thank you so much. Have an amazing night. Take care of yourselves and please go get Tyrone's designs. Okay. You all see
Thank you.
758 people. Even if you're not 758, go get it. Jiggymaxdesigns.com, vstage758.com. Until next time, have an awesome night, everyone. Rise to your own prosperity. I love you guys. Good night.
Blessed.
Good night.